Dear students, very good afternoon to all of you. As you can see, I'm sitting at school, and it's a privilege, at least for me, to sit here and take your classes, organize all the things, the scholastic walks. This is really very nice for us as a teacher because see, doing the things, scholastic walks from our home, it is, to be very honest, awkward for us, and it is tiresome. But the same work, when I'm doing it from school, it is actually relieving for me. It's a relief, believe me. So, because we have said relief, this is the first time, and this year in your text, we are about to discuss something that is again talking about belief. It is Christina Rossetti, one of the most remarkable women figure in the history of English literature, Christina Rossetti. She is venting her feeling, her pent-up emotion, and she is wishing to have a place far away from the hubbub of the city, the uproar of the city, the din of the city, the madding crowd of the city. And she is expressing her desire to sit and stay in such a place that is in the lap of nature, where you cannot hear the honking of the vehicles, rather you can hear the pleasing sound of the birds, or the rustling of winds, twittering of birds, murmuring of rivers, and the hushing sound of the distant sea. These things are so pleasing, so soothing, that it will make you feel that you are entrapped, you are confined, you are captivated in such a place that is so different from your quotidian routine. That's how the poem depicts a particular place set in the lap of nature, and there are some particular devices the poet has used in order to create the imagery, make the readers feel that they are there. They can relate whatever is written in the story and their experience. The moment you read the poem, you can feel that you are there. It is so captivating. It is so enchanting. So let's read. So it is the beginning of the spring, means it is the time when you can see a lot of activity in the nature. New birds are getting born, new leaves are coming out of the trees, and especially the whole nature had been wrapped up under the frost and snow. And with the advent of spring, this is the first time the nature is opening her eyes to see the beauty. All the creatures, they are coming out of their hiding places to enjoy sunshine, to enjoy the nature, to experience the nature. But still it is written quiet, spring quiet. It is actually the poet's personal feeling. For her, it is the time when she could visit the woods, and in the woods, it is absolute silence, absolute quietude. It is a tranquility that prevails there and reigns there, instead of the hubbub, uproar, and hurry, and all the concerns of our quotidian lives. It is there in the woods where you can shut yourself off from all the rest of the world. So that's why it is actually said that spring quiet, though it is not quiet. This is the time when birds start twittering. Because previously, most of the creatures, they were threatened at their hiding places because of the beating cold of the wintry days. This is the time when the creatures and the whole nature is waking up. But still it is said quiet. It is said in contrast, but still I'm telling you, this is actually said because the poet got the chance to get lost inside the woods and feel nature from ground zero through all her senses. So in the beginning it is written that gone are the days but winter, come where but the spring, means it is the time that spring has come. And later it is said, let me read, okay, that she also expresses her desire to get lost in the woods when she says that wherein the white hawthorn singeth a thrush and a robin sings in the holy bush. The moment she says it is holy bush, she is actually imbuing religious connotation here. Okay, she wants to say that this place is a blessed place, as if the God himself or the nature herself has made it. Okay, that's why it is holy bush. There is no threat lurking under that bush. Everywhere you can feel safety, you can feel the peace at its most. That's why the poet is telling that holy bush. Okay, holy bush means everything, whatever is happening there, it is propitious, it is auspicious. Full of fresh scents. Scents means flowers. Fresh scents, fresh flowers. See, full of fresh. The repetition of F consonant sounded as the initials of two juxtaposed words. This is called alliteration. Repetition of the same consonant sounds in the initial. F, F. Full of fresh. Now scents means flower. One name for another name, that is metonymy. Meta means beyond, nymi is name. So here fresh scents suggests fresh flowers that has just bloomed, that has just expanded its beautiful petals to enjoy the sunshine, to have a look at the beautiful earth. After a prolonged winter, now the buds are opening up their petals to fill the surrounding and to show the world its beautiful face. So full of fresh scents are the budding boughs arcing high over a cool greenhouse. So the way the intertwinkling boughs have formed the canopy, it seems an arc, and as if this is the roof of a particular home. The whole setting, whole natural set, it seems as if this is the home where you can stay and you can stay unafraid. You can stay for a longer time and you can stay here without any kind of worry that you generally experience in your quotidian life. That's why the intertwinkling boughs of the trees forming the arc, a canopy-like structure, is described here to be a greenhouse, cool greenhouse. But that cool is not the biting cold of the winter. It is neither the warmth of the scorching heat of the summer. It is actually a blessed place. The bushes are holy, auspicious. Here you can feel only please. Here you can feel only get relieved and nothing else. Full of fresh scents are the budding boughs, arcing high over a cool greenhouse. Now next thing, it is written that full of sweet scents, now the fresh scents are becoming sweet. Those fragrance of the flowers are sweet. And whispering air. Air is an inanimate object, and it is described to be an animate one. When the poet says that the air is whispering something, to who whispers? It is we human beings, we can do it. So when you are imposing the qualities of a human being upon an inanimate object, it is called personification. You are showing something as a person that is actually not a person. That's why it is personification. Whispering air, the air that is blowing, the hushing sound, it actually whispers into your ears and tell you that which saith softly, we spread no snare. Don't get afraid. We are not setting up a trap where you will be confined. This is really a place, and that kind of pleasant place does exist in earth. After experiencing prolonged winter, when you come across such place, it seems to you this is not real. But it is a sweet wind that is whispering into your ears that don't get afraid. This is not a trap. This is happening. This is reality. Here dwell in safety. Here dwell alone with a clear stream and a mossy stone. So now the author is telling, as if the nature itself is whispering into your ears through the soft breeze that you stay here, no one will disturb you, no one will encroach into your privacy, no, nothing will make you worry. You stay here without any kind of worry, without any kind of concern. And the stones, there is a harsh one, a harsh object, a rough object that is also covered under moss. Mossy stone, it gives the soothing feeling that wherever you are, that particular area, it is not named what it is, where it is, but actually, if that kind of area is there, if that kind of natural setting is there, it is essentially soothing. It has no trace of harshness there. Only you can feel relieved if you are there. It's like a magic bubble. Once you get in, you will forget all the worries of your life. Your shoulder will feel relieved. You're shaking off all the responsibilities. You know, in Greek mythology and also in our Hindu mythology, it is told that Lidi, river Lidi, or in Hindu mythology it is called Boitarani. Once your soul take a dip into it, it actually get erased of all the bittersweet memories of its mortal life. So this place is just like that. It's a magical bubble. Once you get in, get yourself in, you forget all the worries. All you can feel, it's a blissful quietude, solitude, and your relief. That's the only thing which you can feel. Here dwell in safety, here dwell alone with a clear stream and a mossy stone. Here the sun shineth most shadily. Why? I told you that the intertwinkling boughs have formed a canopy, and the leaves are so closed it seems that the rays of sun cannot penetrate it. It is impenetrable. That's why even in the daytime, during the daytime, this place is quite shady. Means it is pleasant. You cannot get the scorching heat of the sun, but again you can enjoy the light of the sun. Such a beautiful setting it is. Here is heard an echo of that far sea, though far off it be. So the sea is very far, but the place is so silent, so quiet, so tranquil, that you can even hear the fainting sound of the waves getting thrust against the shore. That sound can be heard, and it's like a lulling sound. It will lull you to sleep. It's like a lullaby. It will lull you to sleep. Such is the magical quality of that particular place, where you will never feel tensed, concerned, burdened with all the responsibilities and duties that we are generally carrying. We are generally carrying on our back. So the poet is expressing her desire to get lost in such a place where she will never feel any kind of worry in life. This is something what we all of us want, especially after spending a typical and awkward years, a couple of years, which we are experiencing, and we are trying to digest it, but still it is not digested. But after prolonged suffering, this awkward situation, going through such an awkward situation, only thing that we can wish for is a place where I won't have to get worried about all the responsibilities and duties imposed upon me. That is the poet's expression, that is the poet's wish, and we can relate our experience with the poets too. That is where the poem is becoming so much relevant for us. So that's all for today, students. You revise the whole thing, and after that we will meet again and discuss the whole thing again. And you try to do one thing, try to write down an imaginary place where you would like to find yourself. Okay, get lost in that particular. What are the qualities that should be there in that place? You try to write it down and send it to me, and I will definitely check it, and we will have a good chat over that particular topic. So that's all for today, students. Ta-ra. We will meet again.